Hello and welcome back to another average racing gamer video. Today we're going to be doing the daily race at the Suzuka circuit in Japan. We will be using a NSX Concept-GT in the Jordan livery. So here we are. I've had a little bit of practice at the circuit beforehand, but this is our one-shot qualifying for this event. So across the line we start, heading down into turn 1. You can see on the right there that my previous best was a 51.4. Let's see if we can do better than that. As we hit that first curb, hit the brakes down to third into turn 2. Would like to have been a bit tighter to that apex. Slight lift into the first one, slight lift into the second, dab of brakes into the third, and then a dab of brakes with a downshift into the fourth. And then back up to fourth as we exit the S-curves. As we go into Degner 1, short braking down 1 gear, into Degner 2, down 2 gears, under the crossover. As we go into the hairpin, down to first gear. Get on the power as early as we can. And keeping it nice and smooth through this long sweeping right-hander up to spoon curve. Down 2 gears to fourth in that first bit. Into the second part, down to third. Now flat out again on the exit. Over the flyover. Flat out through 130R. Then on the brakes just before the 100-metre board, just above 50 miles an hour in second gear, on the power as early as possible, out of the final corner and across the line, and we record a 150.4. So we improved a second on that one-shot qualifying. So with that we will head to the grid for today's daily race at Suzuka, where, as you can see, we are starting in P5, which is pretty good. So not a lot to say about the start. We all sort of go off at the same pace. Get through turns 1 and 2 pretty comfortably. Just trying to settle into the race at this point. There's a long race, 11 laps this one. So as we come up to the hairpin, I've gone a bit too deep. Car behind's taken the opportunity to take a move and has pushed us off the circuit. I did leave him space on the apex, but he decided to run me off the road. That's lost us a bit of ground, but not the end of the world. We got a bit of a speed boost from the car behind. And as we go into spoon curve, my mistake all on my own. I went wide onto the green painted part of the runoff, which has no grip at all. So I went completely off circuit and we're down to 12th place. But we'll try and regroup and see if we can recover any ground. Once again gone deep at the chicane. I think the tyres were still dirty from an off-excursion at the spoon curve. Doesn't explicitly say it in this game, but I think it does. Your tyres do get affected by being cold on the first lap and for half a lap after you've gone off. We're cycling through these early laps. Not a lot really happens, but we'll just fast forward through this lap. As we can see, the two guys in front getting into it with each other. I think we've got an opportunity to maybe get back up into P10. You can see he's going a bit slow through spoon curve. I have a look up the inside, and unfortunately I think I pushed him off. I thought the door was open for me, but I think he turned in not expecting me to be there and ended up being shoved off the road. Not great driving by me. Just pay attention to what that car's doing. I did a bit of investigating afterwards, and during this race my ping was at 316, which is about twice what you would consider online gaming to be unplayable, which would explain an issue we have later in the race. But for now, we have our pit stop. Fresh tyres on, a clear track, so we don't have to worry about lagging or anything. We can just get on and see how fast we can go. See if we can get somewhere back into the top 10. So just cycling through the laps again. There's no one around me, no one in front, no one behind. Not a lot happens. 51.6, that's our fastest of the race. And we go a little bit faster on this one, 51.2. So in clear air our pace isn't too bad. It does start to drop off from here though. I don't know whether that's tyre wear or just me making silly mistakes. And as we come on to the final lap of the race, we'll just fast forward to the end of the lap. You can just see car quite close in front. Close enough that you can see he's gone off at spoon, and we're interested in taking that position, getting back up to P9. So we're in his slipstream, and then there's a ghosted car. I'm guessing he took a penalty earlier. It distracted the both of us. Now on my screen I didn't make any contact with the car that went off in front of me, but I can't imagine that he went off for any other reason than I punted him. So it's not going to really cost me anything. 8th instead of 10th, it doesn't matter. So I slowed down, let him back pass. I think he tried to ram me then, but I let him back pass just to try and convey to him that I know it was my mistake, and I'll let him back through. He got a penalty anyway, so we keep that position. But ultimately that was a bit of a mess of a race. I struggled at that one. I think I'll have to have a look at my internet connection and look at my consistency around that circuit and come back and try again another day. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today. Just the one daily race today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.